Røros is a real winter wonderland. Locals say that if you can no longer see the houses, then it is a hard winter. So this is nothing to worry about. I'm going to start off by making a cheesecake with lots of local sour cream in addition to the cream cheese. So it's much more fresh tasting, and with cloudberries as well. And I'll start off by making the crust. So you need some digestive biscuits of some kind, and I use a total of 15 biscuits. And by crushing them with your hands, you can ensure that the mixture is still quite coarse. And these biscuits are quite sweet, so I'm not going to add any more sugar, but I need butter, and I'm going to brown the butter to bring out that rich brown butter flavor. And it also means that I don't have to bake the crust in the oven. At one point, the sugars in the butter, the milk sugars, start to caramelize, and that's what you want. But if it goes just a little too far, it can bring out bitter flavors. So you have to be quite concentrated when you do this. When you can smell that nutty smell, then you're getting there. Now it's perfect. You can see it, and it smells wonderful. And then I'm gonna add some real local flavor to the crust by adding pine needles. If you live in an area where there isn't much pine, then you can just use rosemary instead. It's a different flavor, but it has some of the same effect. And just coarsely chop it so that you'll sometimes get one mouthful with a few of these half or third of a pine, and that will give you a little blast of flavor. As for the filling, I'm going to use cream cheese, which is the normal thing, but I'm also going to add quite a lot of local sour cream, which will bring out much more freshness. So I've got about 2 cups, 5 deciliters of cream cheese and 3 cups of sour cream. But we need something sweet as well. So here I've got about a deciliter of hot water, that's about 1/3 of a cup, and some sugar, a little less than a cup, around 2 deciliters. And I'm gonna flavor the syrup with a zest of organic lemons. And the good thing about organic lemons is that they haven't been sprayed, so you can use the zest without being too concerned. And then I stir to dissolve the sugar, but also to release some of the flavor from the lemon zest. And it's important to remember that citruses were originally grown as much for their zest as for the juice. And the zest tastes more of lemon than the lemon juice. It is the essence of the lemon. Leave the syrup to cool for a couple of minutes. I'm also going to add lemon juice, the juice of 1.5 lemon, and I'm not bothering about the pips because I'm going to sieve it all afterwards. And we need some gelatin to ensure that it all sets. So I'm going to use 3 gelatin sheets, which is the same as 3 teaspoons gelatin powder. And once the gelatin is dissolved, I just sieve this mixture over the sour cream and cream cheese. And then just whisk it all together. It's gonna firm up nicely because of the gelatin. Then I leave it in a cold place to firm up overnight. And the result is like this. It is quite firm, but it still yields to your touch. And I'm gonna serve this with some local berries that are called cloudberries. They are strange and wonderful, not very sweet, but they have this light ephemeral flavor. And you can find cloudberry preserves basically all over the world, but if you can't find them, you can use any berry or fruit that's to your fancy. You can find all the recipes at our website, newscancook.com. I can live with this. And I think that cheesecakes have such a lovely texture, but very often they're quite bland. They're nothing but sweet. Here, the sour cream lends this freshness that I think many other cheesecakes are lacking.